Greetings. This is Carolyn Goodridge, the Chief Creative Officer for Siblings Together USA. Our events, programs, and services are centered around the idea of creativity, developing creativity, cultivating creativity, strengthening creativity, not only of the siblings, but strengthening the creativity of their families and their caregivers, because we want to create a culture around those siblings who are in the foster care system to be in an environment of the best chance for them to be well-established citizens. Now, the idea of creativity is just not one word. I went to the thesaurus online and I picked out these words that are surrounding this diamond called creativity. And there were several, I want to call them synonyms, okay? But they're not just words, they're ideas that actually help to give you an idea of what we do at Siblings Together USA, what we're trying to engender, to polish, to grow, to cultivate, to develop. So the first one I want to talk about is for creativity is imagination. Imagination, I want everybody to be on the same place when we talk about these words. So here they are: awareness, insight, idea, visualization, thoughtfulness, mental agility, fantasy even, imagery, fabrication, creative thought, enterprise, conception, creation, cognition, and that cognition, comprehension and insight. So all these words, they're a part of what creativity is about. So just to be aware is a part of creativity. You can't be creative if you're not aware of yourself, of your surroundings, of what you're looking at. You have to have insight. All these things you can actually grow. You don't have to, it's sort of like growing a muscle or sharpening a skill. Creativity is something that you can just be a part of in your life to grow every day. So that's imagination. And each one of these boxes, I've got the definition I took from dictionary.com. The faculty of imagining or of forming mental images or concepts of what is not actually present to the senses. And you can read the following on your own. Next, after imagination, is originality. Boldness. What does it take to be original? Boldness, daring, freshness, innovation, independent, like your thoughts are independent, unconventionality, nonconformity, newness, uniqueness. All this is a part of originality, and again, that's a part of creativity. In our services and our programs and our events, we really want to focus on originality. We want to engender in the siblings that they have the ability to be original. But to be original, you have to have a certain mindset. You don't have to always be bold, but it does take a sense of boldness to come up with something original. Many people have come up with something original and maybe they haven't even shared it with anyone. So it takes some kind of courage actually, and that's a part of boldness, to actually show your original work, your original thoughts, to share them. And we want to help to engender that into the siblings that are in the foster care system. The next would be genius. Now, you say genius, not everybody's a genius, but I beg to differ. There is genius in each and every one of us, because there is something that is brilliant in each and every one of us. It just depends on how do you show it? How do you exhibit it? And that also is a part of what our program wants to engender in the siblings. We want them to shine, to shine their light. There's intelligence, yes. Wisdom, yes. Power, yes. Not everybody thinks they have power, but they do. In these siblings, you have power. You just have to get in touch with it. Virtuoso, mature. Now here I have this little note. It says seasoned. When you really know what you're doing, it doesn't show up as if you are an amateur. It shows up that you've seasoned in what you've created. And through genius, people will look at it or listen to it, whether it's a dance or a book or a poem or a song, anything, and they can feel something that comes from a genius putting it together. Again, you don't have to be like Einstein, but everyone has their unique genius, and everyone has a capacity for that. And prowess. What's next? Is resourcefulness. A part of creativity is being resourceful, to know what you have available so you can create something. And the siblings in our programs, we want to help them understand what they have available around them that they can use to strengthen their creativity. Resourcefulness has to do with ability, adaptivity, appliance, cleverness, substitute. So if you can't have one thing, right, if that's not available, a resourceful person will find a substitute for it. That's a part of creativity. What's next? Inspiration. Inspiration is also a part of creativity. What is inspiration? This one gave me a little bit of a difficult time to put together. So let's go with the definition first. I put here first inspire and then inspiration. Inspire, to fill with an animating, quickening, or exalting influence. The theological part would be a divine influence directly and immediately exerted upon the mind or soul, or the divine quality of the writings or words of a person so influenced. Well, you've been able to go to the museums, or you've gone to a gallery, or you've watched a wonderful movie and it just inspired you. Well, that's a divine quality. It's like a spark, illumination. It helps you move to action. Stimulation, elevation, arousal, awakening. All these are a part of inspiration. Again, that has to do with a part of being creative, where creativity is drawn from. You must be inspired. So again, some of our programs, it's meant to inspire the youth, to spark their own genius, their own resourcefulness, all the other parts of creativity. It has to come from that initial spark, something to inspire them to take hold of their own power, right? Wasn't power over here? Yep, power. So, awakening. I love this word because it does awaken something. When you're inspired, something in you woke up and you want to do something, right? Something in you has been aroused, elevated, brought to the surface. What's next? Another part of creativity is vision. A vivid conception, an appearance, a perception, an anticipation. Well, you have to be able to visualize what you want to see happen. So things don't just come to be. They first start out with a creative thought, a vision of a future that they can see is worth their while. That's an inspired thought, a vision out of that. Inventiveness, that also is a part of creativity. Some people say, of course it is. But what about inventiveness? Okay, originality, the design, resourcefulness, ingenuity, which goes over here, smartness and clever inventiveness, brainchild development, discovery. I love that, discovery. We want to engender a sense of discovery. We want to bring the siblings to places where they can discover things that they haven't seen before. And that's sort of, let's see, we've got talent. Now, you don't have to be talented per se to be creative. There's so much to do with creativity here, as I've shown you, but talent also comes with skill. It's just the capability. Some people have talent for other things. Some other people have talent for another thing. It's our job, it's our purpose to help the siblings to identify their talent. Where are their gifts? Where are their faculties? Wherever it is, they will feel the power in it. What will come easily? What will a natural ability? What will flow easily for them? That's where their natural talents will be. So again, our programs are designed to help them bring all of this about. And the last is progressiveness. The progressiveness means here change, improvement, reform, experimentation, a paradigm shift, going forward, onward. We want to engender into the siblings, into everyone who's a part of our programs, to know that there is a progressiveness in their lives, that they're not just stuck, that change will happen, things can be improved upon. Maybe they need to experiment. It can be through, I don't know, it can be through learning new words and putting new words together in thoughts. It can be putting different colors mixing together. It could be anything. It could be creating a poem, a rap, a digital art piece, whatever it is. It's something that will engender experimentation and helping them get out of the feeling of they're stuck somewhere. So again, I'm sure there are other arms to the idea of creativity, but I just wanted to let you know that Siblings Together USA really takes creativity serious. And here we go. The ability to transcend traditional ideas, rules, patterns, relationships, or the like, and to create meaningful new ideas, forms, method interpretations, improvement. And you have to relax to be more creative. You can't be creative when you're stressed out. So many of our programs are designed to help the participants relax, to enjoy, to have fun. Okay, so hopefully this gives you a very good idea of what Sibling Together USA events, programs, and services are based upon. Thank you for your time. So long and goodbye for now.